Hi, Georgeanna, Tracey Newmones here at eXp Realty. Thank you for taking a few minutes to get to know me. I appreciate the time, and I just wanted to share some things about myself so that when we get together and if we decide to work together, we can be a good fit. I don't like surprises, so I like to tell people I have been doing real estate for over 27 years now. I do this full time. This is all I do. I am a broker associate with the best company in America, eXp Realty. And one of the things that I like to do is I like to make sure that we are all on the same page. And in order to do that, we have to have great communication. And so I know people have lots of challenges working with realtors, and they've had lots of experiences, some good and some bad. Part of the problem is that most people don't have effective communication. I like to communicate, as you can see. I like to make sure we're on the same page. So I will meet with you. We will do a consultation. I will go over some things. I'm going to send you a form also, and it's an intake form so that I can get information about yourself. And then after we meet, if you decide that you're going to work with me, the next step would be we have to do a buyer's agreement. Effective 2024 in August, buyers, agents, and buyers now have to actually sign an agreement to work together. Just like the seller, when they sell a house, they have to sign an agreement. The buyers will have to sign an agreement. Part of that agreement, it explains to them, or explains to you, I should say, how I work for you, how I'm going to work on your behalf, how I'm going to negotiate on your behalf, and what capacity I'll represent you as a buyer's agent, a dual agent, a designated agent, all of those things. But it also will lay out how I'm to be paid. Prior to August of 2024, it was always assumed, and it was tradition, that the seller paid the realtor's commission. And that is no longer true. That is now an option of the seller. And although sellers are still paying commissions, if there is a time, or if we run into a situation where the seller's not paying the commission, we actually have to have that worked out prior to going to see the property. And so in that commission agreement, it will have in there an agreement to pay me as an agent. And in the event the seller says, hey, Tracey, I'm not interested in paying the commission, then it would be the buyer's responsibility. But I got help for you in that one. So the way that we can work that, if you say, hey, Tracey, I don't have money to pay you. How can I pay you? I'm trying to buy a house. That's a great question. I can help you resolve that. Let's just say hypothetically the house is $300,000. If the house is $300,000 and the commission's 3%, it's $9,000. If the seller says, hey, I can pay half of that, but I can't pay the other half. Well, the buyer says, Tracey, I don't have the other half either. What we can do is we can take the sales price of $300,000, we can increase it by the $4,500. So the sales price would be $304,500, and then we can add the commission in that way. And this way, you don't have to actually bring any money to the table. We've raised the sales price, and now we have paid the commission. Even if it's the full amount, we can still raise the price. If you say, hey, I don't need to raise the price, Tracey, I'm just going to pay it out of pocket, you can also do it out of pocket. There are many options, and there are many ways that we can get this done. I am very good at negotiating. This is all I do. So if you have any concern, just let me negotiate it out on your behalf, okay? One of the things that I'd like to say is, because I've been doing real estate, and it's been such a long time, I've gained lots of experience in negotiating. I know how to negotiate transactions. I know how to make sure my clients go to closing on time. I know how to overcome any objections that the seller might have in the offer. I'm also very well versed at overcoming any objections in the home inspection. One of the things that you'll be able to do is park up here. Okay, you'll be able to park up here, and I say park and pay or park for free, but you'll be able to glean all of my information. I tell people up front, even when I'm selling properties, I am not a discount broker. I don't offer discount services. I do specialize in quality service. And the reason I specialize in quality service is because I like to buy quality. I don't buy cheap, because if you buy cheap, you do buy often. So I don't buy cheap. I buy the best, and I buy quality. And when I'm working with people, I look to work with the best. So the people that I have, my vendors, my lenders, my mortgage people, they are the best. I do not get people that will drop the ball. When you're getting a mortgage recommendation from me, it's going to be a great reputable company. A home inspector, it's going to be a great reputable company. And with that said, that if I had to hire an attorney, I don't want the cheap attorney. I don't want the new attorney. I don't want the one that's just getting out of school. I want the best attorney. If I have to have a doctor and they have to perform a surgery on me, I definitely don't want the cheapest doctor, the cheapest surgeon, I should say. I want the best surgeon. And that's something that you should consider. I tell people all the time, I do not discount my services. However, I can commit to you and I can assure you that you will get your money's worth. You always get what you pay for in real estate and in anything else. And the other thing that I'll say is that I am committed to making sure that I assist you. If you decide that this is not a good fit with the buyer's agreement and you say, hey, Tracey, this is not working for me, you can just simply text me or call me and we're out. The contract will be null and void. It's a service agreement. Okay, I'm not going to make people buy houses. I can't make them buy houses. So it's a service agreement. If you decide that it doesn't work for you, you simply say that. There are no fees. There's no obligation due. All commissions are paid at closing anyway. So we're not getting anything up front. There's no monies that are being exchanged up front. All I can say to you is that if you decide to work with me, that I can assure you that you will not have any surprises. I will get you to closing. And my goal isn't for you to buy just one property. My goal is actually for you to start your real estate journey with myself. And you begin, even if you're a first-time home buyer and this is your first property, that's great. I'll be knocking at your door trying to teach you how to buy investment property because I believe that real estate is the fastest way in America that you can gain wealth. And I want to help spread the wealth with all my clients and friends. If there's anything else you need, feel free to reach out to me. I'm available daily. I don't work on Sunday. That's the Sabbath. So the only days that I am available, Monday through Saturday. But I'm available all day Monday through Saturday, generally between 8 o'clock in the morning to 6 in the evening. If you want to reach out to me, call me, text me, email me. I look forward to working with you, and I appreciate your time. God bless you. Have a great day.